Have you ever had that tiny voice inside your head say, "Go on, just this once.
Yeah.
No
Yes.
one will know"?
Yes.
The temptation was just too strong? Well, my darlings, that's exactly what happened to a boy named Eli. Our story begins in a little village, tucked between rolling green hills and golden fields. The air smelled of fresh-baked bread, and laughter skipped through the streets like a happy melody. And in this village lived a boy named Eli. Oh, what a boy he was! 7 years old, with big, round brown eyes that sparkled with curiosity and feet that just couldn't stay still. If there was a tree, he had to climb it. If there was a puddle, he had to jump in it. And if there was a rule, well, sometimes, just sometimes, he found it very hard to obey.
Eli, don't wander too far.
His mother would call, but before they could finish sip, off he ran, faster than a squirrel on market day.
Eli, be careful near the river.
His mother warned. But oh, how he loved to splash, dancing on the very edge of the water, his toes teasing the waves. One evening, as the sun melted into shades of orange and pink, Eli's father knelt beside him. He placed a firm but loving hand on Eli's shoulder and said,
Eli, never go into the Whispering Woods alone. It is a place of great mystery, and you must respect the warnings given to you.
Eli nodded.
Yes, Papa.
But inside? Oh, inside, a tiny flicker of curiosity began to glow. What was so mysterious about the Whispering Woods? What was beyond the trees? And what if, just what if, he took a little peek? And that, my little ones, is where our story truly begins. One golden afternoon, when the sun draped the village in warm honey light, Eli was playing near the edge of the fields. The birds were singing their sweetest songs, and the wind danced playfully through the trees, rustling their emerald leaves. But then, something caught his eye. At the very edge of the Whispering Woods, half hidden beneath tangled roots and wildflowers, something shimmered. Eli froze. His heart gave a little jump. There, right there, was a path. But not just any path. It glowed. A ribbon of golden light wound its way through the forest, gleaming like sunlight on rippling water. It pulsed softly, as if whispering a secret only he could hear. Eli's fingers tingled. His breath quickened.
Just a little peek won't hurt.
He murmured to himself. But then he hesitated. His father's warning echoed in his mind.
Never go into the Whispering Woods alone.
Slowly, Eli turned his head and glanced over his shoulder. Was anyone watching? His parents were busy near the house. No one was calling his name. The village seemed far away, safe and unaware. His heart pounded faster. No one will know. Just for a moment. And then, without a second thought, without stopping to think, he took a step forward. And the moment his foot touched the golden path, the world around him changed. And oh, my little ones, what Eli saw next. It was like stepping into a dream. Oh, my little ones, what a place Eli had entered. A world unlike any he had ever seen. The trees stood tall and regal, their canopies twisting like emerald crowns. The air shimmered faintly, golden mist swirling around Eli's feet like a warm embrace. A butterfly fluttered past, its wings shifting colors, sapphire, emerald, violet, like a living gemstone. Eli's breath caught.
This is how heaven must look.
He whispered. He reached out, running his fingers over velvety blue petals, and gasped when they changed color at his touch, midnight blue, then silver, then gold. A soft hum filled the air, not just from the flowers. The entire forest seemed to be singing.
Papa was wrong.
Eli thought, his heart light with excitement.
This place isn't dangerous. It's wonderful.
Then, a flicker. A small, golden glow bobbed in the air ahead of him. Eli blinked.
A firefly?
It pulsed once, twice. Then his stomach twisted. The firefly wasn't floating freely. It was trapped. A web, thin as mist but strong as steel, stretched between the branches. and in its center, a tiny, trembling firefly, its golden body ensnared in the sticky threads. Its delicate wings beat frantically, but it couldn't escape. Eli's chest tightened.
Oh no. Don't worry, little one, I'll help you.
He whispered. He stepped closer, careful, careful. Reaching out, he gently plucked at the web. At last, it was free. The tiny creature hovered in the air, blinking its golden light 3 times, as if whispering thank you. Then, with a final flicker, it zipped away, disappearing into the woods. Eli smiled. He had done something good. But then, something changed. The warm golden glow that had bathed the forest dimmed. The flowers stilled. Their colors dulled. The air grew thicker. The trees no longer whispered, they murmured. The golden mist at Eli's feet vanished. A chill slithered down his spine. Somewhere in the distance, crack. A branch snapped. Eli froze. Eli's laughter faded. His stomach tightened. The trees, once shimmering like castle towers, now loomed like dark giants. The whispering leaves stopped. The air still. The forest silent. Something wasn't right. Eli turned around, but the path was gone. His breath hitched. He spun left, then right. Every tree, every rock, identical. The more he looked, the less he knew where he was. Then, hoot! A deep, echoing sound filled the night. A sound that didn't belong to the wind. Eli's heart slammed against his ribs. His hands trembled. His wide eyes darted through the darkness. Then, he saw them. 2 glowing eyes. Watching. A shape moved above him, perched on a low branch. It was Olwyn, the wise owl. Then, in a voice as deep as the forest itself, Olwyn spoke.
Eli, why have you come?
The boy froze. It wasn't angry. It wasn't soft. It was something far greater. Wisdom. Eli's throat went dry. He didn't know what to say. But he knew the answer. His father's words rang in his ears.
Never go into the Whispering Woods alone.
He had disobeyed. He had thought he knew better. Now, he was lost.
I should have listened.
Olwyn's glowing gaze softened. He hooted.
Listen, my child, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. They are a garland to grace your head, and a chain to adorn your neck.
Eli's breath hitched. His eyes stung. He swiped at them, but the tears came anyway.
I didn't think.
He whispered.
I just wanted to see the golden path. I thought I was being brave, but...
The owl's wings stretched slightly, strong and powerful. His voice, steady as the mountains.
Obedience and respect are like that golden path. They lead to wisdom and safety. But without them, we lose our way.
Eli swallowed hard. For the first time since stepping into the woods, he knew exactly what he wanted.
I want to go home.
He whispered. He looked up, eyes pleading.
Can you help me get back?
The night wrapped around Eli like a vast, endless shadow. The weight of his mistake pressed against his chest. His throat tightened. Would he ever see home again? Olwyn's voice, steady and knowing, cut through the darkness.
Close your eyes, little one, and ask God to guide your steps.
Eli hesitated. A lump formed in his throat. But what choice did he have? He squeezed his eyes shut.
Dear God,
He whispered, his voice trembling.
I was wrong. I didn't listen. But I want to now. Please, help me find my way home.
The forest held its breath. Then, a flicker. A soft golden light pierced the night. It was the Firefly. The tiny creature hovered in front of him, its glow reflecting in his teary eyes.
You again?
He breathed, wiping his tears. The Firefly hovered, blinking expectantly. Waiting. Guiding. Eli took a hesitant step forward. Then another. And as he did, something changed. The towering trees, once looming like monsters, seemed smaller. The darkness, once suffocating, now felt less endless. He wasn't wandering anymore. He was being led. Still, the path was treacherous. Roots jutted from the ground, threatening to trip him. Shadows flickered, whispering doubts into his mind. The night still stretched wide, daring him to lose hope. But the firefly never faltered. It dipped under twisted branches, glowed brightly near hidden paths, and pulsed with light whenever Eli hesitated. It knew the way. Eli pressed on. And then he saw it. A break in the trees. A distant, golden glow. The clearing. His breath hitched. He was home. A disbelieving laugh bubbled from his chest. He had made it. The firefly twirled in the air, its glow pulsing in celebration. Eli clutched his chest.
Thank you.
He hesitated.
What should I call you?
A name drifted into his mind. Lumi. Eli's lips curled into a smile.
Lumi. That's perfect.
With a final dazzling flicker, Lumi spun in the air one last time. Then, it was gone. Eli stared at the space where Lumi had vanished, his heart full, not with fear, but with something new. Wonder. Gratitude. Understanding. Then, a sound. A voice.
Eli?
His breath caught in his throat. He turned, and there they were. His parents stood at the edge of the clearing, lanterns in hand, eyes wide with worry. Eli's knees buckled.
Mama, Papa.
He sprinted toward them, tears blurring his vision. His mother dropped to her knees just in time, wrapping him in the tightest embrace. Her tears soaked his hair. His father held him firmly, his strong hands trembling. Eli clung to them, sobbing.
I'm so sorry.
He cried.
I didn't listen. I thought I knew better, but I was wrong.
He pulled back just enough to meet his father's gaze. His voice was stronger now.
I've learned my lesson. From now on, I will obey and respect, because God says it is right.
His father studied him, eyes filled with something deeper than relief.
That is wisdom, my son.
His mother cupped his face, pressing a kiss to his forehead.
And wisdom will always lead you home.
Eli blinked, fresh tears slipping down his cheeks. He was home, he was safe. Light will always find those willing to follow. He had wandered. He had been lost. But now, he knew obedience wasn't just about rules. It was about trust, about love, about walking in the right path, just as God guides his children. That night, as Eli lay safely in his warm bed, he gazed out his window at the vast sky. A single firefly flickered near the trees. His lips curled into a smile.
Good night, Lumi,
he whispered. And from that day forward, Eli never forgot the lesson of the golden path. What do we learn from Eli's story? Obedience keeps us safe. When we listen to those who love us, we walk on the right path. Respect brings wisdom. Learning from those older than us helps us grow strong and wise. Disobedience leads to trouble. Ignoring wise words can lead us into danger. But God always helps us find our way back. God's guidance is our light. When we trust Him, He will always lead us home. And that, my dear little ones, is the magic of obedience and respect. And who gives us the best wisdom of all? God. That's right. God's wisdom is brighter than the stars, stronger than the tallest mountains, and safer than the coziest home. When we listen, trust, and obey, we walk in His love and never lose our way. The end.